Good morning. How you guys doing? So, as promised, as we flipped over 2019, I was going to do my best to record my goal tracking each month, just so you can see where I am, and each and every one of you could hold me accountable. And hopefully, it's a reminder that you should be holding yourself accountable as well. So first and foremost, do me a favor if you haven't subscribed already, hit that little subscribe button. It really does help. As you will see, it's actually one of my goals, so it's important that each and every one of you hit subscribe. Like's a button I use to see if the video, this specific video is of interest, if it's working. If no one likes it, then maybe we don't do a March 1st update or something. But if you do like it and you want to see where I stand on March 1st, which will be February summary, make sure you hit that like button so it tells me to keep doing these. And then finally, comments. Always feel free to ask questions. If you don't know, you actually drive a subscriber question section, right? I kind of talk about 4 things on this channel, and one of them are subscriber questions. So if you have a question, just pull up any of my videos and leave it. I am a one-man show. I do not have a virtual assistant or any of that stuff. So if you leave a question, I will see it, typically in 24 or 48 hours. And whenever possible, I do my best to record a short video answering that question. So with that, we will just go ahead and jump in. So again, I sort of quickly broke down my goals into a couple of buckets. I had something family first, right? Wanted to make sure we continue to have fun and enjoy what we are doing. I had some health goals that I wanted to go after because, again, it doesn't matter what you have. If health goes, everything else kind of follows. I wanted to continually expand our portfolio. I wanted to continue completing our flips. A bunch of goals around this YouTube channel, as it is something that's become important to me and actually successfully was daily content in January. And then finally, some extras I wanted to go after. This is what the goal tracking sheet looked like that I shared with you back. I think it was January 1st, might have been December 31st. But anyways, it changed slightly. I'm still tracking all of those except one, which we will talk about. And then we'll talk about some things I've added. So here's what the spreadsheet looks like now. We'll just go top to bottom. And again, with the numbers in January. So for January, took one trip. That was an exciting trip out to Richmond, Virginia. Met a lot of great people. Shared some great information, but more importantly, I learned a ton. It was 4 days, lots of excitement. Met some tremendous friends, and hopefully we continue to grow some relationships because of that trip. So that was very exciting for me. As for the gym, I only went 24 times. I think I actually made it to the gym 21, but I ran the other 3 days. So not as much as I would hope. Not excuses, but facts. I took 4 days off as I hurt my wrist, my left wrist pretty bad, so much so that I couldn't bend it. So I took 4 days off, just let it heal. Feels better, not 100%, but feels better. I'm adding another goal. I'm calling this February 1st. I'd like to weigh 175. Some of you gave me feedback when I published this goal list that, hey, going to the gym 300 is a big whoop, right? Anybody can do that. So you challenged me, and I saw my weight go up just a little bit this month. So I've tried to tackle a pretty big goal. I haven't been 175, for example, probably 10 years, maybe 20 years. I don't even know. It's been that long. So it's a pretty scary number for me. I've been down to 185, kind of yo-yo between 185 and 190 pretty regularly. So that extra 10 pounds is going to be interesting, and at least for me, won't be easy. I wanted to add 10 buy and hold units. Did not add any in January. Looked at a few, but did not add any buy and hold units. I wanted to complete some flips. We certainly acquired 4, but nothing was complete, and I want to stay on this topic. There was one that was supposed to close in January, but looks like it's going to close the first week of February. I don't expect anything else to close in February, but March could be a busy month, knock on wood. We could be closing 5 or 6 in March. Again, likely we'll only be sharing with one closed flip in February, But my hope, again, knock on wood, there could be as many as 5 or 6 in March. So that could be pretty exciting. Olivia has not yet completed one. She actually just closed the purchase of what will be her first flip actually today, which is really fun for her. We'll see where that goes. It will probably not be ready to go until April or May, but she's pretty excited. As for this channel, we are exiting, at least what I checked about 20 minutes ago, subscribers at 1373, working our way towards 3,000. One goal that I'm actually crossing off the list, and I'll keep it here just as is try to help 100 people take action. I got excited about the 100, right? That's kind of why it made the list, even though I scrubbed this before the original. But take action, that's just weak, frankly. Not really something that I could feel good about, right? What I meant was buy their first rental. It doesn't say that. Plus, it's tough to do, right? If I have a video and somebody listens and they ask a question and they go buy one, do I count that? So I don't know. That one's too squishy. I don't feel good about that one, so I'm going to take that off. But what I'm likely going to be doing is there's a platform called Teachable that I've been researching. It allows me to create courses and homework and things of that nature. So I don't know for sure yet, but I'm pretty driven to create stuff that creates action, right? I think people listen and learn differently, right? You listen, you watch this, that's one type of learning. But if I can use a platform that teachers learn, I can give homework and cause interactions and, read what you all are writing and give feedback. I think there's something there. More to come, right? I've just sort of stumbled across this after my trip out to Richmond and just watching all the activity and excitement. I just knew there's something else I had to do. I don't think I'm doing enough. I created a video earlier in the week. So more to come. Hopefully going to take 3 or 4 days and sort of really focus on that here coming up. But that's I'm pretty excited about. Well, I'm kind of scared, which is probably what you should be when you think about goals. But that was interesting. As for producing 400 videos, I'm happy to say that one video went out every day in January, at least one. By my count, we did 43. Which included interviews and real talks and subscriber questions and some walkthrough videos and the like. So we continued our streak of putting a video out every day. I counted actually 18 interviews for the month of January, which is pretty exciting. Lots of great people. Everyone was exciting. I learned a lot in each of them. Some special ones out there, because now when we're asking questions, whether it be about subject to or whether it be about legal questions or Airbnb or any of those, when you all are asking the questions, we're going out and seeking the people to answer them. So pretty excited. Got the book published. That was through help from a friend that said, hey, let me help you. He's done one already, and he sort of took over and made it happen. So that's already out there, and actually went one step further. I thought being a published author, getting a paperback book would be awesome. But we also spent the time and the money to turn that into a Kindle version. So we have that going. Now, again, trying to hold myself accountable to something. I think I'm going to try to create this as an Audible book. It does look like lots of requirements, hoops to jump through. I will be doing it myself. I don't see why I should pay someone else to do it when we're trying to create a relationship together. I should take the time to read the book, even though I've probably read it 30 times by now. I'll read it again and record it. I'm 99% sure I'm going to do that. I'm not the most technical person, but I'm reading lots of how-tos and videos and all of that. And I'm going to give it a shot. Hopefully the quality will live up to what Audible wants and the like, but I don't know that will happen in February. I'm going to continue to educate myself. I literally decided on this yesterday because I've gotten about a dozen questions, and I feel for the folks that are like, my book time and my learning time is my drive time. I'm like, you know what? I got to step up and help. And then finally wanted to check out 3 markets for turnkeys. None were done in January. I know I'm going to go out to Gary, Indiana. I know there's something there, although I think the other day it was like -30 with wind chill. So I'm going to wait for it to get a little warmer. I do think I want to go out to Alabama. I hear some pretty good things about Alabama, and I'm going to be probably looking for a third market. So, that's sort of where I sit in January. I feel pretty good about where I am. I've added some to be more meaningful and for all you all to hold me accountable to. I took one off because I don't know why I missed it before, but this whole take action didn't really kind of meet my expectations for tracking in dates and things of that nature. So hopefully that makes sense. Hopefully this, if you've watched it this far, I appreciate you holding me accountable, and feel free to ask questions. And for those of you that said, hey, Zuber, take your health goal and do something else, I applaud you. And I put, at least for me, again, a real scary number out there at 175. So, that's just about 10% of my body weight that I have now that I need to get after. So should be fun. So with that, I just want to ask again, go ahead and subscribe, hit that like button, and of course, leave your comments for subscriber questions. But more importantly, how are you doing on your 2019 goals? Are you like most people and they were gone by January 15th? If so, shame on you. Look yourself in the mirror and create some February 1st goals, right? There's nothing magical about January 1st other than you need to change the year when you're writing checks, if you still write checks, right? There's nothing magical about January 1. Look yourself in the mirror and create 2019 goals that start February 1. I added a few on mine. You just got to get them accomplished in 11 months. So if you've already given up on your January 1st ones, look yourself in the mirror, create some new ones. Do yourself a favor, tell me what they are, and I'll do my best to hold you accountable going forward. So with that, have a great day and happy February.